The writings and homilies of a pope indicate much about his papacy. Also, his international presence and the work within the Vatican demonstrate a large part of his mission. Thus, Pope Francis's actions transmit a more direct message than any encyclical ever could. It is in this encyclical of gestures that the richness of his papacy lies. From the first minute of his pontificate, he made it clear that the sick and poor have priority in every public meeting. As an example, he's eaten lunch with them several times, and some of his hugs with the sick have gone viral. Pope Francis was the first pope to visit a female prison. He also washed the feet of several inmates on Holy Thursday and visited ex-prostitute victims of the mafia. He's firmly denounced labor abuse and sexual exploitation, especially facing women.
Ninguno de nosotros es cosa. Todos somos personas.
To him, the sensibility of women and motherhood are two key elements that he asks both the church and the world to rediscover. He says we must give women a greater role in the church, but this does not mean ordaining female priests or deacons. This is one of his most political gestures, but it sends a very Christian message. During his visit to Bethlehem, the Pope surprised the crowds by getting off the Pope-mobile and praying before the wall built by Israel. Something similar happened in Mexico when he prayed at the border that lines with the United States. These are two places with different problems, but both symbolize the great lack of dialogue, and the pontiff is constantly calling this out. Pope Francis impacted the world by his simplicity. He presented himself to the world without boasting, nor did he try to hide his weaknesses that have come with age. He wears orthopedic shoes and had to buy new ones in 2016. To do so, he went to a normal business outside the Vatican. It was the same when buying his glasses, which he bought like any citizen from an optician in the center of Rome. This is a gesture composed of hundreds of small actions, which are performed every week when he lets youngsters take a selfie with him, when he drinks mate, or when he jokes with those he meets. They are the small but continuous daily gestures that crown him as one of the most valued people in the world. The latest poll conducted by Gallup International reveals that Pope Francis is the most esteemed world leader, with 56% acceptance, 7 points more than the second in the ranking, German Chancellor Angela Merkel.